Hi, Peace with Endo community. How's it going tonight? Thanks for taking the time to watch the replay of this video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to drop them in the comment section below. If you are new to the page, my name is Aubrey Daimler. I am an author and wellness coach who helps women with endometriosis to naturally manage pain, increase energy, and find peace with endo. So today I wanted to hop on and chat a little bit about a symptom that is so common with endometriosis, which is nausea, right? This is not a fun thing to deal with, but it's something that commonly comes up. For me, it definitely happens with the start of my period more than any other time of the month. So I wanted to chat a little bit today about what's the underlying reason for that, what's the cause for it, so that you can find long-term relief, as well as some options that you can try in the moment to help calm that down. So like I said, for me, I struggle with the nausea at the start of my period. That's the worst time for me. And the reason for that are these inflammatory hormones that are released with the end of your menstrual cycle. So right at the end of your cycle, there's this release of what are called prostaglandins, which are hormones that are produced by your endometrium, right? By the lining of your uterus, also by the little implants that are throughout your body. So there are inflammatory and anti-inflammatory prostaglandins. The one that come out during that time, right before your period starts, are these inflammatory ones, and a subset of those impact your gut motility. So you may notice when your period starts that you get kind of that big bowel release, and I know for me, along with that can come a lot of this nausea. So the ticket I've found over the years to eliminating that nausea during that time, during that start of your period, is to be aware of the balance that's going on with these hormones. And a lot of that comes through the food that you're eating. Hey Maria, thanks for watching. And if you are watching me live, go ahead and say hi. I love to know who's here. Or if you're watching the replay, go ahead and type replay in the comments. So with these prostaglandins, for me, the good 3 to 4 days before my period, I'm very aware of what I'm putting into my body when it comes to food and these inflammatory hormones. So I try and load up on the anti-inflammatory ones. So I take a supplement, I take EPA, I actually take an algae oil. So these are anti-inflammatory type prostaglandins. So I take a large amount of those. And then I avoid the inflammatory ones. So the inflammatory ones are coming primarily from any type of animal products. So if you're eating meat, dairy, eggs, any of that stuff, I avoid all animal products at least 3 to 4 days before my period is set to start. So it's during that time that it's very crucial that I find to avoid those things. Even if you eat them throughout the month, if you can avoid them at least in those 3 to 4 days before your period's about to start, that makes a huge difference during that time. I've found when my period starts that I've been able to eliminate a lot of that nausea during that time. So that's awesome, right? Maria says, foods are my enemy. I always want chocolate and I'm vegetarian turning vegan. Awesome. Food is, it can help or it can hurt you, right? And if you are getting those chocolate cravings, just a side note, that's usually a sign from your body that you need magnesium. So I talked about magnesium a little bit last week as one of my go-tos for natural pain relief. So if you are getting those chocolate cravings, try supplementing with some magnesium and see if that helps. But I love chocolate as well. But the cravings of that have subsided since I've started adding in the magnesium. So that's my main tip for that time when your period starts, if you're getting nausea like me during that time. But overall, if you're experiencing it throughout the month or especially when you wake up. A lot of this comes back to the health of your liver. You're welcome, Maria. I hope that helps you. So taking care of your liver is what helps with this nausea all month long, right? And especially if you're feeling it when you first wake up, because your liver is doing a lot of work in those early morning hours. It's filtering out toxins and doing its work during that time. So if you're waking up and you're feeling nauseous, if you're not feeling like you want to eat anything, there could be some leftover stuff in your liver that needs to be washed out. So one of the best practices that you can make during that time in the morning is to always start your day with water, right? Before you put anything else into your body. And if you want to add a slice of lemon, add a little bit of lemon juice. Your liver loves lemon, and it helps to clear out some of those toxins that may be lingering from the night before. It increases bile flow, which is really important for your digestion early in the morning there. So try and start your day with a nice glass of water for sure, and add some lemon in there. That's a nice long-term practice to support your liver. But your liver also comes into play with toxins in general, right? That's one of its main jobs, is to filter out toxins from your body. So do what you can to eliminate adding more toxins into your body if you can. So paying attention to what you put on your skin, trying to avoid the dirty dozen when it comes to produce, things that are heavily sprayed with pesticides. Doing what you can to avoid these things to support your liver really is what's going to help you long term to find relief from the nausea. So let's talk a little bit about what can help you in the moment, right? Because I know this is not a fun symptom, and when it comes, you want to find relief from it, right? So I know for me, during those times where it's really intense, if this is during the start of my period, I actually don't eat anything on that first day. I usually fast for 24 up to 48 hours with just water, maybe some tea if I can handle it. But for me, I do well just fasting during that time. But if you want to try something in order to eliminate that nausea in the moment, there's two different options that work great. Peppermint, so if you have peppermint tea or peppermint essential oil that you can smell, put some right underneath on your nostrils. But peppermint tea is great, and also ginger is another one that really helps. So those two are kind of opposing, and one may work better for you than the other. And this comes a lot into play with traditional Chinese medicine. If you're familiar with this side of things, there's cooling and there's warming elements, right? So depending on your personal body's makeup, you may do better with peppermint tea, you may do better with ginger. So ginger is going to be more warming, and peppermint's going to be more cooling. So try them out and see if this helps you in the moment. Again, you can do ginger tea. I bought some ginger tea before, or peppermint tea. Or there's essential oils, or there's different things that you can get with the ginger infused in it. There's lots of different teas out there. And I find that that's nice, something nice and warm during that time can help to kind of calm things down when you're feeling sick and nauseous. So those are the main things that I've got for you today. If you are struggling with nausea, if you found something else that works, please let us know what's worked for you in the comments. So just to review what I've shared with you today, the biggest thing for that nausea right when your period starts is for me, is to avoid any animal products in the 3 to 4 days before my period. Loading up on anti-inflammatory prostaglandins, so things like algae oil, really helps to balance that ratio of those hormones out. And also supporting your liver. So starting your day with a nice glass of water with some lemon, avoiding toxins that you can. And in the moment, it helps peppermint tea, ginger tea. Those are my two go-tos that can help you in the moment find relief. So I hope that this was helpful for you tonight. If it was, please feel free to share with your friends or tag somebody in the comments that you feel this would serve. And if you have, again, any suggestions, please feel free to drop them in the comments below. Let us know what's worked for you. So really, overall, this is a longer term practice. If you want to find relief longer term from the nausea, it does take some time, and there's a lot of different steps, again, in healing and feeling better overall. So diet plays a big role in that. There's other factors than what I've shared tonight, but at least this will get you started in the moment with some tips that can help. If you're looking for more of that longer term support, I have a membership program that's set up called Peace with Endo Connect. So I invite you to check that out. There's different modules of diet, sleep, stress, toxins, on and on. There's 7 different modules within the program to give you quick action steps on what you can do to help feel better overall with endo. So I'm going to be opening that up again in January. But you can join the waitlist for it if you're interested. It's over at peacewithendo.com/connect. So I'll drop a link to that in the comments as well. It's a low price program. If you need support and accountability and guidance, definitely check it out. So thank you so much again tonight for taking the time to listen to this. And I'm sending you all so much love. Mwah! And we'll chat soon. Have a good night.